Hi, Flosstube.
I'm Nancy.
And I'm Laura.
And we are
the Addicted Sisters. This photo is coming to you from 1969.
Woohoo!
That's me on Nancy's side and Nancy on my side. She remembers all about her shirt.
Yep, it's my favorite. It's a blue and white check. I love those checks then. It was nice and cool cotton, stayed crisp.
And
loved it. Like I don't like blue, you know, I have it on again today.
I'm in long sleeves, so it's hard to tell what time of year it would be, but
I think it's fallish.
Could be. Could be. Okay, well, welcome.
Hello.
We hope you've had a great week. We had such a good time last week.
Oh, yeah. Visiting with everybody.
Mm-hmm. Kathy Marion hosted the Kansas Stitchers in Topeka at her church.
Yes.
And we had a record number of people come. I think she said there were 26 or 27.
That sounds about
right. I want to say it's 26 plus Celeste brought her 4 kids who are also crafters.
Right.
And they were stitching also, so 30 people.
It was really great to see that many. And to see, like Laura said, the younger kids there stitching too.
Mm-hmm.
That was great.
And they were all stitching something that they like. And that was great because I feel like that means that they will stick with it and keep stitching. Yeah. So it was a lot of fun.
It was.
And I always feel so good. I was exhausted again after we left. I think it's so much fun to get together with people and be able to talk about our craft and what we like.
Well, and catch up with everybody that you haven't seen for a while. And, you know, then when you're going home, you're just like, oh my God, I'm so wiped out. I didn't think I was going to make it home. My eyes were so heavy.
Yeah, we both talked about that our eyes were scratchy and just tired. And I kept thinking, I have got to stay awake because I have to talk to Nancy so she'll stay awake.
That's right. That's right.
It was a struggle a little bit.
It was.
What a good struggle.
And once I let you off, I was driving down the street with my eyes closed. I'm like, oh, this is not good.
It was so wonderful though. So thank you, Kathy, if you watch us. I don't know if you do or not, but thank you for hosting.
Lunch was fantastic, too.
She made baked potatoes, and everybody brought stuff to go with it.
Yeah. Good variety. And the desserts, oh my God, the desserts.
I made my scotcheroos and took them. They were gooey.
Yeah.
And somebody brought beautiful fruit.
Yes.
Oh, so good.
The pear salad's my favorite.
Oh, so Nancy, you watched somebody new this week, right?
I did. While I was waiting this morning, I thought I'll turn on and see who comes up. Well, Stacy Noel came up.
Oh, cool.
And I watched her 6th video. She had a lot of whips, a lot of there were gift items, things that have been given to her. And so she had, you know, some older stitching stuff like Precious Moments, that era type thing. Really cute stuff. But the thing that really got me was she dyed her fabric.
Oh.
And she took a base color linen and then she'd over dye it. And the teal one, oh my God, it was gorgeous. So great job, Stacy. Really enjoyed it.
I listened to Kitten Stitcher this week.
I listened to her a little bit this morning.
And she talked about what overdyed means.
Oh.
And she said that when you're talking about floss or fabric, all that overdyed means is that they took a base color and then they dyed it a different color.
Okay.
So that's what overdyed means. Isn't that
Makes
great?
sense.
And I love to listen to Teresa because she always has those little pearls of wisdom. So she did a segment that was some of her favorite flosses.
Oh, well, the one I was watching this morning, she was answering questions. I didn't get very far into it, but somebody asked, how do you know about what is an old sampler and what's a new sampler? And she went through all of that, and it was wonderful information. She's talking about how they, you know, went right down to the edges of their fabric, and
I saw one where she framed it and she mounted it on top of mat board so that you could see the edges. Cool. It was really cool.
It was really interesting, though. You know, and she said that the actual cross stitches didn't come in until much later. So, I mean, I just always assumed they always did cross stitches.
In the one that I was watching, she showed a sampler that would be like a girl's sampler work.
She didn't do that in the one I was watching, so.
Yeah, and I mean, it was like a work sampler. So it was interesting. There were like buttonholes and there were, specialty darning stitches. Well, no, they were things like if you were going to be a clothing seamstress. So she showed all of that stuff.
Very cool.
I love listening to you, Teresa. Keep doing it.
Yes, thank you.
Hey,
Stitchy Tube.
Yeah, settle down and watch some Stitchy Tube. And that's what I'm all into this week.
Oh.
By the way, this is Flosstube number 21, and today is Saturday, June 23rd, 2018. So we always kind of forget and... What? You're just counting. She's counting. Maybe she's counting up to my birthday. My birthday's July 3rd.
No.
It's really close.
I was counting to mine. 6 months till Christmas.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so next up we have comments and questions. Nancy Dubin and Nancy Lawrence both commented on the Oak Island mystery that I showed, the Oak Island piece. That was the pirate treasure map. Yeah. And Nancy Dubin told me that there was a documentary out there, and Nancy Lawrence said, yeah, my husband watched it. It was on the History Channel.
Yes.
So I would bet that we could still find it. And maybe,
I'm sure.
I don't know. I don't know where you go to find all the back stuff, but I bet you can find it.
Some techie person will know.
There you go. Somebody will tell us. Mary Anderson Dick, she said she loves our bloopers. Well, thank goodness, because we are made of them.
Yes. Try as we might, there's always going to be something that happens.
And we don't edit.
And we just keep you on your toes that way.
Yep.
Waiting for it.
And we just don't. Yeah, we just don't edit. I just check to make sure that that my iPad's not going to fall off the back again.
Yeah, I'm always saying, don't get that back leg too far.
And so I have to peek every once in a while. So now when you see me do that, you'll know I'm looking to see if the stand is still on there. But she also wanted to know, Nancy, where is your checked fabric from?
I bought, because I was looking for a specific color, because there's a lot of them out there, but I wanted that yellow, and that's kind of hard to find. But I got it at Needle Points Limited. And
move over a little bit.
Okay.
Right there.
Because I can't see. And that's in Garden Grove, California. So I'm sure you can find that online. They had a great selection. I, of course, buy 28s, but they had some different fabric sizes, I believe.
I like that it says the candy store for the stitcher.
Yeah. They've got, and the checked floss or checked fabric is just this much of what they have. So you'll have fun.
Cool. Okay, Faith Brolick. Somebody was looking for stores in Southern California. Hi, Mr.
Hi,
Sonny.
Did we wake you
so
up?
Handsome. Somebody was looking for stores in Southern California, and Faith came to the rescue here. She said there are two that she knows of. One is called We of the Needle in Brea, California. We know where Brea is.
We do.
Our aunt and uncle lived there.
Yeah.
So they used to live there. Now they live in Post Falls, Idaho.
Yeah.
Yes. And the other one is called Needles and Niceties.
That's a
and
cool
it's
name.
in Upland. You got to see if you can get him and show how much fur he's got now. He's really back to it. Although that tail I just love. So he doesn't really have his old Uggs anymore.
No, he doesn't. He's kind of hard to hold here. There we go.
He's all furry.
But it's about an inch or so. But for a 3-inch cat, that was a lot. See, his tail's still kind of fluffy.
He started purring right away.
Oh, yeah, he does.
He is such a sweet boy.
All right. You want to sit or you want to get down? Can't walk across the table.
Oh, he'll probably go knock the iPad down.
Yeah.
So he's all furry again and feisty and just full of fun.
He is.
He's so pretty. The treasure map is hidden again.
Yep.
And if you don't know what that refers to, you're going to have to go back, I don't even know, 3 or 4 or 5 videos
At
and
least,
see what it means.
Maybe more since we have several doubles.
Yeah.
We're gonna shoot today for a single video.
Jenny Pietrowski. I think I'm pretty close. She wanted to know where to find the Oak Island mystery. I kind of looked, and there was one that I thought, oh, yay, somebody's going to have it. I think that at this point, you would probably have to, maybe you can write Lynn Nicoletti and see if she still has it, if it's something she's willing to reproduce. Otherwise, I would say try some of the buy-sell trade groups. And
some of the boards.
See if somebody has it. What Nancy and I would do is we belong to the Kansas Stitchers, and those ladies have everything known to man.
Yes, they do.
So we would go into the group and we would post and ask for it. And if nobody had it, they would figure out where to find it for us. So we would be, so if you have a group like that, then try that.
Yes, those ladies are so knowledgeable.
They are.
It just amazes me sometimes.
And they like a mission.
Yes, they do.
When they post things, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to help. I need to do this.
Well, of course, because they're always helping us, so we've got to help back.
You bet. Ivy House Crafter said she had been in a slump.
I know that feeling.
And she said that our videos really help. So, and that was very sweet.
I'm glad.
What I can tell you is that this week I finally, anybody who follows me on Instagram already knows what my finish is this week. But it made me go back and post some of my finishes. And when I got counting, and I don't remember.
I don't want to hear this number.
I don't remember whether I finished the 2 retreat pieces before Christmas or in January.
I think
one in. You think when?
In January.
I was thinking that I finished the sampler at the end of the year, and that I finished the Friends Gather Here in January. So anyway, I put one back into last year, and I think that gave me, I don't know, maybe it gave me 11 or 12 finishes last year for the whole year. This year, I have 16 finishes already.
Now, they're not huge, all of them.
No.
So
I mean, some are small.
Got to remember
I've got
too.
kind of a good mix of sizes. And like the one that I'll show today, it was about halfway finished. So even though it's a bigger piece,
you had already worked on it previously.
So I didn't have to, I mean, and that's the thing with having a lot of whips, then I go through periods where I finish.
And I'm over here on
Oh, so anyway, thank you guys for keeping me on my toes, because I am stitching, because I want to show something
That's good.
I want to be able to show every week. And
well, I do too, but it just doesn't always happen.
It doesn't happen for me either. But, I want to be able to show my progress, Okay, well, we're talking about progress. Should we be real honest? You can tell.
No. I haven't stitched on my Sal.
Me either. Because I've been on a mission with something else.
Yeah.
And I think part of mine is that I did Mania. And I wanted to get back to the whip that was pre-Mania. And then I started on May 1st. Mm-hmm. And
now I'm
kind of stuck.
I love that piece that we've got.
Yes.
I really love it.
I'll do it.
It's not anything like that. It's just, I want to get something else out and done, And I think that one's going to be a long haul piece for me. I'm sorry, I was watching to see if you were going to drop it.
And I like working on it. I think before I stitch on it again, I'm going to use Sue's tip. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to baste. Because I think that will make me more likely to stitch.
Yeah.
And
well, especially if you know that, if you already know that you're within the boundaries, because I think that's part of what's wrong with mine below, is that I've got it scooted a little bit one way or the other. And
I just think it'll really help if I just get those basting. So Sue put a basting stitch down both side borders plus a basting stitch down the center border. Yeah. And Sue goes over 2 stitches and under 2 stitches all the way down. And then
so it's just running and you can pull that right out.
And she pulls them out as she stitches.
Does she?
Yeah, as she gets to it and she needs to stitch in that area, then she pulls it out.
Okay.
So
well, that makes sense because then it's not caught underneath your others.
Right. And you don't have to worry about when you pull it.
Yeah.
And especially like for people like us who do the pin stitch a lot of times to start.
That would be a problem.
So, although I'm stitching 2 threads, and it's DMC, so I'm using a loop start on almost everything.
Pretty much me too.
So, other than that blackwork, the blackwork alphabet, so.
All right.
That kind of leads us into Carla Padbury. Sorry, I just hiccup there and missed your name. Carla Padbury. She said that on her computer she can't follow our hashtags and she can't follow them on the app either. And what she's read is that that it's kind of hit or miss. That some people can follow a hashtag and some people can't. And I would tell you that if you want to see where people are on the hashtag, then you can always click on, I've posted updates. Have you posted updates? Okay. So you can always click on my Instagram, Pattern Queen.
I'm the bad sister.
I'm at Pattern Queen 3. Nancy is at The Addicted Sisters. But you can click on mine and look at my photo history, and I'll have a picture in there of the Sal of the Rosewood Manor piece, and click that, and then you can see all of the posts. If you click the hashtag at that point, you should be able to see all the posts. Or you can look at my post for it and then click the hashtag, I think.
Okay.
But it should get you to it, and you should be able to. I know it's a long way around, but there are some beautiful things. In fact, Julie Dean added her Rosewood Manor piece.
Oh, I'll have to go look.
Julie's stitching her piece over 1.
Oh,
remember that? We saw that last weekend.
Yes.
It was gorgeous.
Oh.
And I don't know if Chris Ann watches us, but I think she's doing the same thing, isn't she?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't
know.
know.
Oh, and
Sorry.
Julie
I got focused while we're out there, and I didn't see a lot.
Julie and Chris Ann are doing a special stitch together this summer, and on Instagram they're calling it the Summer of Starts. So every weekend they're starting a new piece.
Oh, wow.
And I started one just after the weekend, so I think that's going to count. Oh, I didn't bring that with me today, but I'll bring it next week because it was the 18th this week, so I did that. But then Julie said, wow, I guess after I have the Summer of Starts, I'll have the Winter of Whips.
Yeah.
And I like that too.
Yes.
I definitely can join the Winter of Whips. But I found so many cool projects when I was doing Stitch Mania that I didn't start, and I would love to start some things.
I know.
So
our stash is just a plethora of beautiful designs.
I was just thinking, I didn't even bring all my stash today. So I'm probably going to start a project because I want to start one.
Okay.
And I'll just have to bring it and show.
That's fine.
Then the 1952 Trouble said she is originally from Carthage, and where are we from? And she now lives in Andover, Kansas. So we are in the Kansas City area. I live in Gladstone, and Nancy lives close by.
Yep. I'm in Briarcliff, if you know where that is, but it's Kansas City.
We just live about less than 10 minutes apart.
Yeah.
So I know that's going to set you guys all off, and you're going to say, oh, you're so lucky to have your sister close to you. We know. Nancy is looking at buying a new house, and it's funny because, I know she kind of wants to stay in the area for her job and for her family, but also, when we're doing all of this, we want to make sure that we can get together.
Right. And that's when I'm going through these houses, I'm like, okay, which one's my craft room? Will my wall of fabric fit? Will there be enough space for us to do our videos? And then when somebody said, oh, they would have to use my room for their office, I was like, you find your own space. It's mine.
Don't they know anything?
Really? Come on. What the heck?
And I think that's all I had this week in our list. So next up, we wanted to talk about the kitting up. Okay. You haven't started that project.
No, and that's a Christmas project, so I'm probably going to wait a little bit before I do.
Oh, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes, so maybe it'll be...
Yeah. But what I did, I know you guys had looked at this design. It was one that you voted on, I think, one time.
It's one that I showed...
You had already finished it because you had beads on it. But it's from the work basket, and it's a freebie, so I can show the pen.
It doesn't say anything.
I don't see anything on there.
Yeah, I don't
I mean, you can go out to work basket and get it.
And get it, yes.
It's called Blue Flower. That's it. So it's a companion piece, I think, to one that I did. Flower? Probably. But there's only 4 colors. Mm-hmm. And these are what they are. Just the 4, 2 different blues, 2 different greens. That was it.
And you need some beads to go with it?
If I bead, yeah.
Okay.
But
you have to let me know, because I have, of course, lots of beads.
Oodles. Well, I got inspired, and I thought, why don't I use my blue stripe, my blue Parisian stripe? It's the perfect size. So the colors are going to look really great on it. Look at that. There's the dark green, too. See?
That will be really pretty.
So just to give you another idea on how to kit up.
And I don't know, I don't know what I'm going to start this weekend. Julie, Chris Ann, I don't know what I'm going to start this weekend. And I have to look at what they used for a hashtag. I should have maybe played with that to see. It may just be Summer of Starts. Let me get on the right one. Oh, I didn't show you this week. So here's my book sleeve for the week. Don't you love this? All the little mermaids. I stitched, we always get 2 when we buy the fabric. You get 2 out of the, the length that we buy. And so I made this one just like this, for Michelle Garrett, Bendy Stitchy's daughter, Rosie. And it was so cute because I thought I was being real smart, and I took a picture.
I was going to say, don't touch anything.
Figure it out. I was trying to see if I could figure out where to, I think I took a picture of something like that really close up. And Michelle, the smarty that she is, came back and said, "Is that a mermaid?" Rosie thinks she's a mermaid.
Cute.
So it was really fun, and I thought, well, that's just too perfect.
Great.
So it kind of cracked me up.
What you doing?
Well, I was going to look and see if I could figure out. Yep, it's hashtag Summer of Starts. And look at all the cool stuff in there.
Goodness,
they're already doing great with it. So it'll be fun. Right. Look at that. Hashtag Summer of Starts. So I think that Julie and Chris Sam would probably enjoy the company, and you can do that. We also have a hashtag now that's hashtag the Addicted Sisters, and I think we're going to use it for a lot of different things. Mm-hmm. So feel free to tag us as well, and we'll be looking and trying to follow you and having a good time with it. You have a finish this week?
I have a finish.
Woot woot.
Remember Miss Wilhelmina? Well, she's done.
Woo! Nancy's little pink sheep.
There she is in all her glory.
Oh, she's so cute. Look at all those little hearts. I love it. That itty bitty over one blue heart.
Yes. And then I had to do a little bitty over one bumblebee.
Oh my gosh, is that cute?
He's teeny tiny up there. Can you see him? Right there. And then, where was that? There's the heart down here, that blue heart. Cute.
Really cute.
So I thought I'd show you.
Here's another part of kitting up.
Yeah. I'm going to make it into a pillow, not so much a pin cushion, but a pillow with the batting in it. And I had this fabric that I think is going to just really look pretty with it.
That will be really pretty.
And then I'll add some fringe. Where's the end? So that will be my project to work on.
That will be really, really cute.
I like it. She's cute. I didn't put her eyeballs in.
Oh. You still haven't decided, have you?
No. I'd like beads, but I don't know that I have any.
I do.
I think blue. Oh, you know what? I should just use that blue.
And give your little sheepy blue eyes.
Yeah. I think I might do that. Okay.
Very cute.
Thank you.
Okay, so you guys all know that I was working on Halloween Eve by Blackbird Designs. Love this, love this, love this. And I did it.
Ta-da!
Can you hold that side because it is long? Look at that, I finished it. The whole thing.
Very good.
I'm so happy with it.
I really like it. Really like how it turns out.
So it was fun, and just, you know, I got close to the end. I even, look at this, I even changed it and put 2018. I had to make an 8 out of the other one because it's 2011, I think is what's on the chart.
Oh, okay.
And
I was going to say, that wasn't when you started it.
No. And I changed it to 3 initials, which, okay. Let's see. So you can see, my problem is I have to look under. You can see Barb's initials right there. And I just went in and used the same space and just figured it out. So there's my LBL.
Yeah, and what she does is she actually charts it on the design.
I think I've already erased it.
No, it's there.
Oh, it's there, yeah. Okay, so I think I can show you that part if I get way up here. I have to get where I can see it. You see, I penciled in, where is my finger? I penciled in. It was not showing up.
On the end of your palm.
So there's my L, and of course I got lucky and got to use her B, and I just checked to see where I needed to put the other L to make it fit in and not touch, you know, this border down below. So I do write that. Now, the 8 I erased.
Yeah.
I just haven't erased that yet. So if you ever get patterns from us and I've done my personalization, it may still be on there.
Yeah.
But it's in pencil. You can erase it.
Or sometimes we write in the colors we use, things like that.
But we do try and write in pencil. Yeah, mine are on there.
Yeah.
So I used what was called for, other than those oranges for the pumpkin.
Yes.
So.
And I have the one that we always call the companion piece for that.
Midnight Watch.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I'll be anxious to do that one. Because I could just totally whip that baby right out. So I think when I started this year, yeah, we're both off camera, that's great. I think when I started this year.
This is it, Midnight Watch.
Yeah. And I think when I started this year, I had finished the bird, and I needed to do like the vine all around, the pumpkin vine all around it, and then everything from there up, plus most of the border.
My shopping list for when I went, I had to get floss bags, and then for Midnight Watch, I had all of these colors I had to get. And I've got them here in the bag.
You probably bought this when you were first back to stitching.
The pattern.
Yeah.
But I think I just got all the flosses and everything within the last couple of years.
When I started working on my mine real hot and heavy. I like that. That'll be really cute.
Is your border? No, yours is black, isn't it?
And it's, yeah, mine was real easy.
Look at that. Ooh, that's going to be...
We'll get it. Because we can turn that 9 into a, well, maybe a 9. Oh, okay. So previous finishes.
Number 9.
It hit me on the way over. Well, it hit me this morning when I was out that Nancy and I both have a similar piece. And we thought we would show them. So you have your pattern there. Can you look at what her name is? Eva Horn is the designer for Firewing Designs. And she does design dragons, really cool. You know the tribal patterns that are all the rage right now? Well, her dragons are an awful lot like that, and they are really great. And she has other patterns too.
She does.
And if you look at her site, she has everything separated out by category. So mine was Pilot. And this is what hers look like. Perfect for me, right? It's all purples. Ooh, it's so pretty. Purples.
Okay, and then I had Samurai. So it was all in greens. And she did it on Valor by Picture This Plus. And then it was English Ivy Crescent colors.
I'm sure that mine is a Picture This Plus fabric.
Yeah.
Eva lives close to where Picture This Plus is. So that is her home shop. And she is in there getting her colors and things when she needs something.
Now this one, I just saw, it says it requires approximately 9 yards of thread.
Woo. So that would be 2 skeins of DMC.
Yeah, which is not that bad when you put it that way, but when you're thinking 9 yards.
Yes. And I know those of you who do those long dogs and all that stuff, it's way
it's a drop in the
more. So we both stitched them for our sons. And I don't have the year that I did mine, and I didn't put it on here. But Brendan was young-ish, and I let him choose.
Well, and so after mine.
Was it? So he, anyway, I let him choose fabric. I pulled out several pieces of fabric that would fit just really well, and I pulled out some different flosses. Brendan's favorite color is yellow. Not just any yellow, but you know, that really golden yellow right at sunset.
This always reminds me of that Mr. Blanding's dream house. I want a blue. Not a robin's egg blue. Not when she's describing all her colors.
I just love that. So anyway, he chose, oh my gosh, I should know what this color is called. It's a Picture This Plus fabric. I'll think of it here in a while, or I'll look it up. But there is mine. And I framed it real simply. I mean, this is a tiny dragon. He's called Pilot. And love that gold, and it was fun to stitch, and you know, how cool. So simple and just pretty. I love that.
It is pretty. Now mine, here's mine, and we did this on Shadow by Picture This Plus, and then the floss is Smoke and Mirrors by Vicki Clayton. So my son likes blacks and grays, and I don't know if you can see, yeah, there you can see the color variation in that floss. It was a fun stitch. It was, you know, kind of nerve-wracking sometimes because it all had to meld the right way, and you know, I don't like to be exact. So it's a little hard sometimes, but yeah.
Nancy gets a little wonky.
And he likes green, so that's why I got the green frame.
Doggone it. I was trying to get this to work, and of course it won't do PTP.
Garage sale. So, garage sale frame.
Mine, I think, probably came from Hobby Lobby. That's, I mean, normally I would find something like that there.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
That makes sense, yeah.
I knew that if I could just get to the website, I could tell you what it was. Yeah. So, yeah, red Phoenix. And I don't know what, I think it's like curry or something like that. And you know, he liked it. It was the thing. And it hangs now above his door. So that's mine for this week.
Mine hangs above his workstation.
So it was funny though. I was out with my daughter and I sent Nancy a message and said, "Hey, I think I'm going to bring Brendan's dragon today. Can you find Eric's?" And she said, "Well, I think it's downstairs." So that was good. And I think that you thought you were out of previous finishes too.
Yeah, I did.
So
I'd forgotten that I had done that, but I did it in 2012.
Yeah. Brendan, last week he's like pulling things off the wall in his room and saying, "Hey, you could take this, Mom." Okay. So I do have more stuff to bring. Next up, stash. Well, we went to Topeka and they have a garage sale.
Yeah. So it was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
So you'll have to tell Laura got me these. Woohoo.
These are from our friend Celeste, who is starting to make needle minders. And I just thought it was really pretty. That's such a pretty perfume bottle. And
I love that.
Just cool.
The little birdie.
Oh, gosh. Nancy loves cardinals. Together. You know Nancy likes cardinals, so.
And then
she stole this one from me.
She says.
I said, "Look at that butterfly. I want that one."
I didn't even hear that. You gotta talk louder. So this is what I got. Reason I fell in love with it, and it reminds me of a piece that I had that broke.
Oh.
And the center body actually screwed on, and it just all fell apart one time and would not go back together. So I wear a lot of brooches. And that's what happened.
And you could wear this one as a brooch.
Yeah, I could. I mean,
this is by our friend Kristen, who is on Flosstube as Kristen at Lily Pad Revivals.
Ta-da!
Looks really pretty on there.
Yeah.
So, more stash?
Oh, I do. We were talking about the Kansas Stitchers and how we...
They're fabulous.
Always look for something. We get a hold of our ladies there. Well, I had found this design that I've been looking for I know a good year or more. And it's called, I finally figured out the name, My Quaker House. Isn't it cute?
Really cute.
I just fell in love with
I'm ready to stitch it.
I know. I know. But once I found the name, then I figured out it was Blackbird Designs. And
we love Blackbird.
Yeah.
Barb and Alma just do great designs.
They really do. And then I was able to find the book. And it's With Needle and Thread by Blackbird Designs. So I put it out on Kansas Stitchers. Anybody have this book? I'll buy it from you. And it's cute. Look at all the cute designs in it.
And it has great color pictures inside.
Yes. But somebody came back and said, "Hey, I have that. It was given to me, so I'll just pay it forward."
That's so wonderful.
Wow.
So that was our friend Pam. And I don't know if Pam watches this. Not Pam Lacey.
No.
But Pam F. And we won't say her last name because we didn't ask.
Right.
But how lovely that she did that.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And the thing with Blackbird, they have different ideas too. Like this is a fabric that they've done.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think that's one of their quilting fabrics.
Probably. But they'll take photos of things and this is another
I love this one.
Very simple.
Why do we love this?
Very simple, but look at isn't that gorgeous?
What I want to know what floss that uses because darn, that's so pretty.
That's called Simple Harvest.
There it is. Water lilies, kelp.
That's it. One color.
I love that. And I think for me, a lot of it is the color combination.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
So I might have to bite the bullet and buy that one.
But, Barb and Alma, they give you, step-by-step instructions how to do this. It's just the books. I know sometimes, I do the same thing. I grouse about, oh my God, it's so much money to buy these things. Mm-hmm. But when you look at what's really in them, you're not paying hardly anything for all that knowledge.
Barb and Alma oftentimes will give you a lot of history in there, especially in their books like this. They will give you the history of samplers. Oh, this one. The sampler's pictured on page 40. Barb and I went to visit Pat Ryan, Ann Robbins, and Bindi Quigley in Virginia Beach, Virginia. We taught at a class at their shop, Dying to Stitch. Isn't that lovely? Mm-hmm. I mean, and there's a whole paragraph that talks about how this came about. It's the one you're stitching. Yeah. So, yeah, really cool.
It's very pretty.
It says you have to try and even weave 40 count fabric too.
Well, she was saying she was lamenting that she couldn't see the fibers well enough to stitch on a 40 count piece of fabric. And she felt limited to stitch only on larger pieces. Don't we all?
Didn't you tell me that one of our friends here that commented, you added her to the group and then she said, oh, I can't stitch, I can't see. Mm-hmm. And there are so many things out there. Nancy uses her readers, and I'm nearsighted, so really I would like to take my glasses off while we film because you guys are fuzzy to me right now because it's too close.
And for me, I have to have them on to see you, and you're fuzzy if I take them off.
And I can see, I read and I stitch without my glasses on. That's why my glasses are little, so that I can look underneath it without any problem.
She's saying that she used an even weave instead of a linen then because she was having trouble seeing the holes. So an even weave, it is easier because they're even.
See, and the reason I don't like even weave is that I feel like the fibers are thicker and I'm forever going in the middle of the thread.
Oh.
And I just, it makes me crazy. And it feels funny to me.
For me, that it depends on which one they are, too. You know, because some of them I do that with. And others, I don't have a problem. It just flies right through there. So, but linen, I like it. I really like it. But the slubs and the fat and skinny.
I love that.
Oh, my goodness. It does.
Because I like wonky.
That drives me batty.
Okay, is that all your stash?
That's all mine.
Okay, so I had a great time. I saw this laying on the table. It's Wildflowers, which is Karen Collections hand-dyed cotton. And this one is called Burnt Toast. And I know, so look at the color change. I love it.
So pretty.
I know that I have some burnt toast in my stash already. And I thought I really should get this so that I could make sure that I have enough if I want to do a big project.
Yeah.
Can I hand you this and just have you drop stuff in? Because I have a ton.
Sure.
Then I probably will have to pull this out because there are too many stickers on here. I got...
That was a cute one.
Yeah, Small Token by Blackbird Designs. It's a really cute one. I love that. And I'm not sure if I already have that or not.
That's just what I was going to say. We couldn't decide if we had it or if we've just looked at it 1,000 times.
So I had a good time with the needle minders too. So I bought this one from our friend Phyllis. I don't have a Christmas needle minder, so that'll be really perfect. I love that it's a little envelope.
What does it say?
Santa Claus, North Pole.
Oh.
And then from Celeste, I had a really hard time choosing between the trees. She had really pretty tree needle minders. Ooh, love that one. Pretty. And then here's a story for you. When I was younger, there was a drugstore down close by us in Claycomo. Mm-hmm. And at the very back, they had their makeup and perfume area. And they carried the little tester bottles that they didn't carry anyplace else at that point.
TGMY had some.
Well, they sold theirs for like $0.10 a piece.
Oh my.
And
those were the days.
Yes. And I found Chanel number 5. And I mean, I was a teenager, a young teenager, and I started wearing Chanel number 5. So that is kind of my signature scent. And look at this. I love this. So it's a Chanel number 5 perfume bottle.
Cute.
And I bought Nancy the other perfume bottle. I didn't figure she probably wanted Chanel. No. But there was another one that was really pretty like this. But I saw that round one and I thought, oh,
yeah,
that's so
I
cute.
like that one.
And then our friend Kristen at Lily Pad Revivals had these. And since I couldn't have the butterfly, then I got this one. It's the Piranha. And I told her I would say it just like that because I kept saying it all day. Piranha. I loved it. It's hysterical. So I can't wait to use.
Teeth.
They're so wonderful. Did you get to see his craziness? There he is. And I believe Kristen is selling these now as well. So make sure you check out her Flosstube because she will probably have a listing for those.
She'll have some great ones there. She had a bunch. And it was funny because all of us, she was at our table. So we were looking through them, you know. And then all of a sudden it was like, whoa. Everybody noticed them all at once. It was like, oh, I'm so glad we got what we wanted.
And I think she sold out right away.
Yeah.
So the next one I got is the 2000 Collector's Heart from Heart in Hand. And I have several of these. Love that. Look at that little button on there. I'm going to be in search of that crazy little button.
Oh, it's a little hard.
Isn't that funny? Do you want to put these back on there for me so they travel home safely?
Oh, sure.
That way they stay apart. Well, here, look, I can do that.
No, I was just trying to figure out what to do. I smacked my finger. I had one, my little Lammy that is so strong. Pinched my fingers this weekend and then broke the magnet on another one because it
was so strong. Yeah. Okay, so our friend Phyllis also brought some fabrics from Nancy Turner, Victorian Motto Sampler Shop. Look at this. I bought this. I'm going to stay back, I guess. I bought this 36 count fabric from her. Oh my gosh. I'm just... I can't wait. I can't wait.
That's going to be a cool fall piece or Halloween. Well, you don't do Halloween that color, but...
But I do some Halloween that color. Not all my Halloween's purple.
Oh, okay.
Just some different things. So
does she have names on these?
No.
Okay.
Then I have this one that I just like. I like the spots on this.
Is it green? Is it tan?
I mean, it's kind of a good neutral. And it's a 40 count linen. I don't know if you can see all those cool spots. I'm sure you can because it always shows better in the video than what we can see while we're looking at it.
Yeah, so are you guys yelling at the screen going, yeah,
yes, we can see it. Because I would be yelling at the screen. And then I love this. Pam wrote, green with envy. Do you see that up there? Green with envy. And there were several, she just had several little pieces of green. I love this dark evergreen. This is what I stitched my Celtic Christmas lady on, was some evergreen. And there are some small cuts and some bigger ones. And then she said, I've got the blues. I'm going to cover up. There we go. I've got the blues. And so I have, again, just several little pieces, and it was $2. I mean, how can I...
Great deal.
How can I leave $2 there? It just... Yeah. And here's what I really liked. Look at this one at the back. I'm holding them low. I don't know if I showed any of them.
I think you did.
Okay. So this one is a really good size piece. It's about... So it's this long... And then, you know, there's this much under, folded under. So that's a good big piece. So I was kind of excited about that. That's all the fabric I got.
Okay. I'm going to fold these.
And then I can't show this one. I can show you this part. I got the Curtis Boehringer La Petite Holidays, and this one is the 4th of July. And it's really cute. It's got flags going a couple of different ways. My birthday is July 3rd, so I just thought that would be really fun to have that.
So it's got a flag, and then the big 4, and then 2 more flags, and J-U-L-Y. Like that.
Really, really cute.
Now, where's the DMC flower thread 2820 and white 2304?
Oh, the X, that. So there are 3 of them.
Okay.
So it's probably red, white, and blue.
Probably. And a low.
Then somebody had their copy of the Across the River 2011 free graph. And it's by the Old Mill Stitchery and CC and Company. And I'm not going to show it. I mean, I can show you quick. I think it says, Christmas opens our hearts to the joy and wonder of the season. And it's all in 2 different pages. But it's cool. Do you have a picture of this?
Well, I wondered.
So it looks like this.
Sells it. Well, and really, it's beautiful.
It is. And
what's it called?
It doesn't have a name on it. It just says Across the River 2011. Christmas opens our hearts? I don't know. It's really cool though, and I had only made it to one of the shops for whatever reason. I don't know, either that or I didn't get home with a chart, and so I missed it, and
it's really pretty, and she does
frustrated.
Have it in her shop now, but I believe it's for sale.
Probably, but I was excited to get it, and I will probably be working on it soon.
Yeah, it's one that I also have, so it would be a good comparison piece for us.
I just let that pass right by. So the next one that I got, our friend Sue said that she liked this so much she bought it 3 times.
Never done that.
And it's a full kit from Shepherd's Bush. So I'm sure it's all silks. I mean, it's silks, linen, everything. So this is what I got. It's called Busy Bee's Stitching Tray. Look how cute that is.
Of course, it doesn't have the tray, but it has everything else.
Yeah. Is that adorable?
Wow. Yes, that's so cute.
And then the other thing that I bought at the
garage sale.
Sorry. At the garage sale, thank you. Is this piece from the workbasket called Mermaid Singing. And Michelle Bindi Stitchy, I bought this for you. I told you I had something for you. Well, I've decided I'm going to ask if you have it first before I ship it to you. But I think you need to stitch this for Rosie. Look. Is that cute? And on the back is a second one, and it says Mermaid Solo, and it was stitched on Star Sapphire, and it's just like this part. From there over, except that they changed up. They don't have words around it. They have cute borders, top and bottom. And I think, yeah, they used the 2 borders that are here. These 2 sides stayed. They just moved it over, cut that off. And how cute. Yeah, I mean, how cute is that? So.
Very cute.
So, Michelle, you need to tell me, do you have that? If not, it's coming to you. You got to stitch it for Rosie.
Rosie has a new design.
Or teach Rosie to stitch it herself.
Yeah.
You know, that could be fun. Then I went out to...
You just went crazy.
Well, I had ordered in a pattern at CC and Company. And they got it in for me. It's the Cross-Eyed Cricket July. Love this.
That owl is
Isn't that cute? Yes. Look at the other design. That cute little owl. He is hysterical.
Is he on a glove?
Yeah, he's a mitt. It's the year that they did mittens, evidently.
Okay.
I don't know if they give 2014. And I think everything that year was a mitten. So, really, really cute. I've seen some people stitching up the months, and I thought I would just do that. I don't think I'll be doing that color fabric.
No. No.
So
for me, that just doesn't work.
Yeah. And I wanted to, I don't feel like it looks patriotic.
No.
And that's so cute. An ice cream sundae. And I really had to look to see some of the things on here. Look at all the little bees.
Mm-hmm. What is that? Oh, it's a train or something. It's a fence.
So maybe they aren't bees. Maybe it's flowers, little flowers.
Little roses.
See, I had a really hard time there. Cute little birdhouse there. It looks like.
A flag.
So, really, really cute.
A heart with explosion like.
And the Uncle Sam hat.
Mm-hmm. Cute. It's got a lot of cute stuff on it.
Really, really sweet pattern. But when I got there, you're just going to die. They,
She wanted me to go this morning, and I had a showing, so I had to get everybody out of the house.
Well, they're having a special... First of all, I got this freebie from her. Look at this. Is that cute? Buy the fabric, the piece will come.
Yeah.
Really cute. It's a freebie from her.
That's cute.
But she's also having a clear out the charts sale.
Uh-huh.
So everything is 20% off. Lizzie Kate is 25% off.
Wow.
And then there are bins of $2 patterns. So I got this for $2. Blackbird Designs, Sweet Thoughts of You.
I love that.
They've done that on perforated paper, which I will not be doing, but that is going to look gorgeous on. I was just noticing the frame
map
they used.
It's a map.
But
City,
love that.
Street map.
Mm-hmm. Love that. So I will be stitching that. That'll take about 2 minutes,
Yeah.
And then I have seen people stitching these cherrywood designs. And I just thought this was so cute. So I found pincushion. I think I want to stitch these all on check fabric.
Got you into checks now, huh?
Well, look. This one's done on checks.
Uh-huh.
So I thought it was cute. And the other one is Linen and Ada. Oops, that is a wicked, there we go. Linen and Ada. And these are the ones that are the definitions. And I just think they're cute. It does say Ada.
Mm-hmm. Now we know.
We do. Because there's always been that dispute. Is it Aida? Mm-hmm. Is it Ada? What is it?
Right.
I've always said Ada. And then I found something that I thought that my sister needed. So I bought this for her. So you get to see it before she does, because she can't even see the screen right now.
No, she's covering my face up. Can you tell? Woohoo! And let me grab that out of her hand.
And look, the little felt pieces are in there.
Oh, how fun.
I may have to stitch, I love the little ones. They're so cute.
Are those stitched over, you think?
I think
Or are they buttons? Oh, those are pins. Those are pins.
Yeah. Isn't that cute?
Oh, I like those daisies.
And I love this little, just this little piece of it.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that cute?
I like hands-on.
And I saw that and I thought, oh, Nancy needs that. I like the swirls on the beehive too.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, beehive.
Never.
So there you go.
Thank you.
And CC and Company, if you're in the area and you want to go in and see them, the sale runs through next Saturday, June 30th. So next Saturday we need to go. Okay. All right? Wow. We just got to go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
If somebody's going to buy my house, and I got to let it in. Oh, here, I'm done with this.
Oh, yeah, thank you. So Nancy took care of me with my bag there. I had a lot. I just kept finding things, and I had so much fun. Anyway, so that's the end of our stash. One of you lovely people said that we should have, since we're doing WIPtastic June. Can you talk?
Well, I don't know your train of thought, but since we're doing WIPtastic June, we should also do
Christmas in July. Mm-hmm. So Nancy and I sat here and we brainstormed a little, and we came up with some hashtags to use for Christmas in July. Now, I can't remember who it was who suggested it, but they said that we should stitch ornaments in July. And we don't really stitch ornaments. It's not like we don't stitch them, but I wouldn't stitch that many.
That's not my focus. No.
Yeah.
And they're not all over my tree or anything. Yeah.
So
and I don't give them away, and like so many people do.
Our friend Deanna stitches oodles of ornaments every year.
And they're beautiful.
Beautiful. She's probably going to watch this and go, yes, motivation to stitch those ornaments. Although she is like smoking needles woman right now. She did Stitch Mania and has pulled out and worked on several of her big whips, her big Teresa Winslers.
Deanna.
Yeah. So really cool. She's had a great time. Great. I want to see more of the peacock.
Oh.
It's so pretty. So we are going to do all of these with hashtag The Addicted Sisters. And I'll put all the links down below. I will remember. And I will show you the list. We've come up with the 1st through the 16th. And we will show you the list for that part so far. And when Nancy and I get a little more time to just talk and brainstorm out the rest of them, then I will post it to my Instagram account and I'll tag Nancy and maybe she can share it on her Instagram account and I can probably post it on Facebook. Yeah, I'll share it to Facebook. So feel free to do that.
So you're going to tell them like the...
I am.
Okay, good.
So...
I don't understand it.
I have a daughter who does Bookstagram, and they do these challenges, and they do daily challenges. Now, theirs are to take photos.
Oh, okay.
So, like, they do take a photo that's rainbow. Take a photo that's, your feet. Take a photo of you standing on books. Katie had to do that last week.
Oh, my goodness.
I can't think of all
that's
that.
Precarious.
Yeah, so they do a bunch of just fun, silly things.
Okay.
And I thought that what we would do is give you a challenge kind of like Stitch Mania did during the Olympics. And we would give you a theme to work with for every day. And we want to see your pictures. So take a starting picture, take an ending picture, and post those to hashtag The Addicted Sisters. You might put in your caption what day you're stitching for and your logic behind it.
Yeah. Because as we were talking about it, Laura was telling me, oh, but that could be this. And I was like, oh.
We'll talk a little bit about that. So on the first we said something new. Now you came up with the idea for that. So what do you mean? Something new.
Well, I'm thinking, at Christmas time you get presents and it's new.
Oh, okay.
So something new. A new pattern, a new design, a new designer. New fabric, new floss.
If you're Julie or Chris Ann, you are doing your weekend of starts, and July 1st is next Sunday.
There you go.
So that'll be your new start.
Yeah.
On July 2nd, work on a gift, because there are gifts at Christmas.
Right.
So it could be a gift for somebody else. It could be a gift to yourself. So
or to your sister.
So make it work. And these things do not all have to be Christmas themed.
No, that's what was throwing me out because I was thinking when we started, oh my God, I don't have that much Christmas stuff to do.
And if you want to make it Christmas themed, more power to you.
Yeah.
And some of my things will be Christmas. Maybe I'll start a new Christmas piece on the 1st, but not all of mine are going to be that.
Well, so. and the one that y'all chose and I kitted up.
Oh.
I can start that. I can work on it at different times throughout the month because pieces fit.
Yep. Okay, so the next one on July 3rd, on my birthday, we're going to use one of the motifs that I really love. So we are starting something with us, or we're not starting. We're stitching on something with a star.
And see, where's my piece?
I mean, you have to have a piece with a star. We all have a piece with a star of some kind.
Well, those poinsettias kind of look like stars.
Yep. I think so. In quilting, they would be a star, right? So you go for it, Nancy. That'll work. July 4th, because it's July 4th. And I know it's, only July 4th in the U.S. that it's, you know, significant. Right. But everybody else can join in. We're going to stitch something red. Mm-hmm. That'll be fun. July 5th. We had to kind of rearrange things because we came up with some ideas and we're like, oh. Yeah. So, July 5th is choosing the tree. So, whatever you want to do with that theme. Choose something with a tree on it. Choose something with woodwork. I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
You know, you go out and chop the tree down. So, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Could be one of those Little House, one of her Christmas patterns where they're bringing home the tree.
Those, and who is it? Hands-on Designs who did those? Yes, the cute Christmas tree ones.
The tree ornaments and things.
There's like they did a trio that they brought out at market. Mm-hmm. Okay, on July 6th, Christmas feast. So you could stitch something with food on it. You could stitch something with a name, like the floss has a feast name. You think about that. Figure out. It could be turkeys. Do you have turkey at Christmas?
Or turkey tracks.
Yeah. I mean, it could be all sorts of things. So you figure it out. We'll be here going,
what the heck?
Why did we do that? Yeah. Okay, July 7th, we are going to stitch something family related because Christmas is kind of a family holiday. Right. So you figure that one out. Whatever you want to do that directly relates to family. I mean, it could be something you're stitching for a family member. Mm-hmm. It could be
their favorite color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, July 8th, the theme is tinsel.
Something sparkly.
So if you have those Cryonics and all those pretty sparkly, the Rainbow Gallery.
Or sparkly fabrics.
Yeah. Oh, I just bought a really pretty opalescent fabric that I didn't bring with me today. So.
Well, good. You can pull it out on the 7th and show us what you do with it.
On the 8th.
On the 8th. I'm sorry. Whoops.
Well, yeah, and we'll see. Anyway. The 9th, July 9th, we want you to stitch on something packaged. Packages. Right. So to me, something packaged means like maybe a kit.
Or something you have kitted up.
That works. It's packaged. All of Nancy's stuff. Oh, nope, not that one. There.
But they're in here.
Yep. So see, she's got it all packaged. Okay, on the 10th, something snowy. So that can be, you know, there's got some white in it.
You can't even see it, but there's snow all over that one.
But it could even just be the sheep.
Yeah, he's snowy colored.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, whatever you want to make of that. The 11th, Christmas drinks. Now, Nancy said...
Well, I saw a little teacup thing hanging, and I thought, oh, you know, you've got apple spices, cinnamon, how do you say it? Wassail, you know, all that stuff. So I'm sure there are flosses that have those names.
And the other thing that I just thought of that you could do is maybe that's the day you make your favorite Christmas beverage. Yeah. And you take a picture of your Christmas beverage along with your stitching. Whatever you stitch that day. Yeah. So maybe it's not even, you know, where we did Christmas feast. Maybe you just have something that makes you think of Christmas. Do you have a special dessert? Do you have a special whatever?
So see, it doesn't have to be specific to stitching, but bring that in there somehow.
Don't make it hard. Make it fun.
Have it fun.
So on the 12th, and you'll see these throughout our list. Yeah. So on the 12th, we want you to stitch something green. Oh my gosh, there is greenery on everything. Guess what? There's green on this pattern all over it. Mm-hmm. So, you know, that would work. There's something red on there. There's, you know, all of it. On the 13th, I liked this one that they came up with for the Olympics. And I just thought it was so fun that we would try and do this. So on the 13th, we're going to do speed skating. Because I think of ice skating at Christmas time.
Oh, yeah. I ice skate all the time. Mm-hmm.
I haven't ice skated since I was a teenager.
No, not since I fell.
But what this means, speed skating, is we want you to get out a timer or, you know, set
an alarm on your phone.
Mm-hmm. Watch the clock, whatever you want to do. Watch one TV show and stitch during it. But we want you to set a specific time.
Yeah.
And even if it's 15 minutes, that would be kind of cool to show, 15-minute intervals. But show us a beginning picture and show us at the end what you got done in your time period that you chose.
That'll be fun. And that's what, if you remember, we mentioned that was a tip that someone gave us to help them get through a hard patch on their stitching.
I will oftentimes, I don't like to stitch huge sections of white. It really bogs me down. So generally I bribe myself. Oh, if you stitch one length of white, then you can stitch something else. and it works. I bribe myself.
Oh, that's hilarious.
On the foot. Yes, but I have. How many finishes this year? Yay, it works. On the 14th, we want you to think about Christmas balls, Christmas ornaments.
Yeah.
So round, something that's I'm like lopsided, whatever.
Round. Well, Amina was round.
Yes, she's a pattern in the round. And I know that there are some shepherd's bush pieces that are made to go in the little boxes that are round top.
Yes.
I'm sure there are lots of things.
Or you can stitch something. I saw this gorgeous one that was just ornaments dripping down from a branch. Yeah, you do something like that.
At CC and Company.
Probably.
I was noticing you have swirls on your sheet. Those are round. They go around, so that works for me. On the 15th, we want to think about the tree topper. So for me, that may be the angel. That may be more stars. That may be who knows what.
Right.
Whatever you come up with, that's what you're doing. And we'll give you one more because we already have it. On July 16th, we want you to stitch something blue. Nancy's favorite color for Christmas is blue.
Blue and silver.
So you'll see a lot of just different colors. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors chosen so far. We have some of the other ones filled in, but not the whole list.
Right. And, again, we said it doesn't have to be Christmas.
And don't make this hard.
No, have fun.
Don't stress. If it stresses you, don't do it. Just show us a picture every day of what you stitched. Maybe that's the Christmas in July challenge for you, is that you are going to stitch every
single day.
And
even if it's only 10 stitches, you stitched.
So
Judy Starkey.
Judy actually sat down and stitched on Saturday.
She did.
More than 10 stitches. That's kind of the joke. So anyway, that's our Christmas in July. And if you want to post with that and say that you are stitching, if you use the hashtag The Addicted Sisters, then in your post just write Christmas in July day 1.
Yeah.
And tell us what you did. And I'll try and see if I can get a banner or something and get a good list up there for us.
Okay. Well, you've got Katie, so
yeah,
she's creative. She'll help out.
I have the pro. Oh, I got a lovely question from Kristen this week because I posted some pictures on Instagram. She said, "Did Katie stage your photos for you?"
Yes.
And I got to say, no, I did it myself.
Wow.
So I'm telling you, the girl is rubbing off. She has props galore. I went shopping with her at Target, and they have the little dollar section up front, and it was so fun to be with her doing that because, I'm like, oh, well, look at that. That's cute. There was this little ceramic camper, and she bought like a little bitty, the kind of rounded looking one. And she bought that for just $1 or $2, not much, less than $5, everything. And we found a little mini grill, and she's going to use that, and really cute stuff. So, but it makes your brain start going and thinking.
In different mode.
And Katie said to me that my photos, and I did not do mine this way this time because I was rushing, that your photos should have things that pertain to what you're trying to show. So I did try and use flowers that were the colors that I was using. And I pulled apart an arrangement that I had to show my finish. It It's okay. It was just the rocks down in the bottom, so.
Oh, so you can shove it back in?
Yes. But, you know, that's what I did to to get my stuff for my picture.
Make it prettier.
I always include my scissors with the scissor fob on them. I always have them on there. Huh. And I very rarely change up to a different pair of scissors. So, and, you know, just find a good background. She buys, like poster board sheets that are printed. Hers right now is a dark brown wood look. If you go to her Instagram, she's at Reader Rewind. By the way, I'm going to plug her here again. She's trying to hit 10,000 followers. If you will just go out and follow her so that she gets there, it will make her so happy. And you can see
she's very close.
Yes, she needs less than 300 followers. But she has some great ideas for how to stage some pictures. And
cool.
You know, it's kind of fun. So I've tried being a little more artsy.
Cool.
So next up, we want to show our current whips and plans. Do you have a whip?
Yes. I pulled something out.
Did you start this week?
I did.
Ooh.
Hello, Spring.
Oh, I love that bunny. That's a me pattern.
I've been dying to do this one. So, I don't have very much in because I didn't start it till like Thursday. And Thursday I got hell done. And Friday I got
And it looks really cute. Nancy said this fabric is really tiny for her.
It's 32 count linen. It's from, well, I don't have to open it all the way up, do I? It's from
Victorian
Motto. So that's what I got done.
In here it looks a little peachy, but is it that pink?
It's, well,
or is
I
it
think
peachy?
It is peachy.
But I love her linens.
So I've got the bunny's front two legs, and I'm going to start up and put his head on next.
Very cool.
I did switch out the, I didn't have this color.
Oh, okay. But I like your blue. It was brown, wasn't it?
It was Muddy Puddle is what they called it. And it wasn't very springy to me. So I used the blue that they did in the flower, which is deep fennel.
Ooh. Well, fennel would be green.
Isn't it? No, that's what it is. Deep fennel.
Huh. That's interesting.
So
that's really pretty. I like the finishing on the front of that too, but somebody's going to have to teach me how to do that. Vanna?
Volunteering? She's away on vacation right now camping, so I doubt that she'll see us for a while.
Oh, and I've been saying this every week, but I know now this is the weekend where people are at StitchCon.
Oh.
So send them your good vibes and
they'll be having
good
fun.
wishes. Yes, I'm sure that they are just having a ball.
Now, I don't know if I'll continue working on that.
What are you going to work on?
I don't know. I mean, I'll probably stitch on it some more, but, you know, we've got
our stitch along. Ooh, maybe we can fit that in to some of these days. That'd be good, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so my current whip, the one that I've been working on this week, is Strawberry Fields Forever. I finished up...
Strawberry Fields.
I finished up my Halloween piece, I want to think on Tuesday or Wednesday. So then I pulled this back out, and that's what theirs looks like. And
oh, you got the strawberries on.
Yeah, you want to hold that side for me? So I did get the border finished. Remember last time I said...
What about...
Yeah, they don't do all of them.
Oh, okay. Okay, I just didn't want you to be pulling on me.
No, and if you look, it doesn't have that part.
Yeah.
See?
Okay.
So,
the stem.
okay, I'll give you that side. Sorry.
Yeah, because you keep taking it out of my hand.
But I finished that border, and oh my gosh, did I love those little strawberries when I got done.
That really changed it.
And then I went down here and did this little bit of green that goes all the way across, and I did the vase. And let me tell you, when I was stitching the vase up close, it was hard to see that it changed color.
Yes, I can see that.
But when I look at it on the screen,
on here,
it's
really
3 different colors, and I really like it. And I will be probably back to this. I don't know. I may work on this, but I would like to work on the Sal a little bit. So I may make myself put this away and put in another band on the Sal. Debbie Thomas, Minnesota Stitcher, is really moving along. And if you look at her posts on Instagram, she's got some beautiful work done on
is really doing well.
So you keep it going, Debbie, because you're keeping us honest out here.
Yeah.
So...
ready?
Yep. I think that's about it for this week. This is way over an hour. And what's your plan for the week?
I want my house sold.
Keep those good vibes coming.
Yeah, because we've lost 2 houses now because we've had a contingency.
Goodness.
But I'm going to work some on Hello Spring and some on the Sal.
Well, that'll be good. So you'll have a little more to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we have a little more traveling music.
Yeah.
I will probably work on Strawberry Fields, but I may put it away and make myself work on something else. And I mean, I have all those great whips from, or all those great starts from Stitch Mania. And I got to think more about Christmas in July. So until next week, she's Nancy.
And she's Laura.
And we are the Addicted Sisters. Have a great week.
Bye-bye.